discuss on cytology and screening methods of carcinoma of the cervix. Now we have to see the indications of screening in the carcinoma of the cervix and the modalities which are available. Now the indications, they mainly include in postmenopausal age group according to the high risk factors which are seen for the carcinoma of the cervix. So now how to identify the high risk factors? The identifiable factors are, the first is early coitus, second is early age at the first pregnancy, third it is too many births or too frequent births, too many births or too frequent births. Then the fourth is low socioeconomic status, low socioeconomic status. Then the next is poor maintenance of local hygiene, poor maintenance of local hygiene. And the last one is sexually transmitted oncogenes, sexually transmitted oncogenes. Then these are the some of the factors which require screening. Now the modalities which are available are the first is the pap smear. Now what do you mean by the word pap smear? So the definition of the pap smear is, it is also called as Papanicolaou staining. The spelling is Papanicolaou. It is Papanicolaou smear. Then the indications of pap smear are, first is screening for cancer. Screening for cancer. Second indication is as a routine for all women more than 35 years. As a routine for all women more than 35 years. And the third is local conditions. The pap test, you can underline this, the pap test is a screening test only. And the positive test requires further investigations like colposcopy, cervical biopsy and fractional curettage. A pap test can detect about 98% of carcinoma cervix. 98% of the carcinoma cervix and 70% of carcinoma endometrium. The reliability of the report depends on the slide preparation and skill of the cytologist. Now, how is the method of collection of the pap smear? Method of collection includes prerequisites and the procedure. Method of collection includes prerequisites and the procedure. First, a pap smear must be obtained prior to vaginal examination. As the fingers may remove desquamated cervical cells and give a false negative report. Second point, the lubricant may prevent the detection of organisms and any vaginal bleeding during the examination may preclude proper vaginal examination and evaluation of the cervix. Next point, the patient is placed in dorsal position. Next point, labia are separated. Cuscos self-retaining speculum is introduced without lubricant or jelly. Next point, the cervix is exposed and squamocolumnar junction is scraped with iris spatula. Next point, the scrapings are evenly spread on a glass slide and immediately fixed by dipping the slide in the jar containing 95% ethyl alcohol and ether. And the last point, nowadays cytospray is available for office setups. Now, next heading, information obtained from the pap smear. Three types of cells are seen. First is basal cells dash small, comma rounded, comma basophilic with large nuclei. Second, cells from the middle layer, which are squamous cells, comma transparent and basophilic with vesicular nuclei, vesicular nuclei, and next is cells from superficial layer, which are acidophilic, with characteristic pycnotic nuclei. The classification is of the Pap smear. Grade 1 is normal cells. Grade 2 is slightly abnormal, which are suggestive of inflammatory change. Then repeat the smear after treating the infection. Next is grade 3. Grade 3 is more serious type of abnormality, usually indicative for the need of biopsy. Grade 4 is distinctly abnormal, comma, possibly malignant, and definitely requiring biopsy. Definitely requiring a biopsy. And grade 5 is malignant cells are seen. Now just a word about what is downstaging screening. Downstaging screening, it is usually done at a rural health hospital or at a medical officer level setup. Downstaging screening, it is defined as detection of the disease in an earlier stage when still curable by nurses and other non-medical health workers using a simple speculum for visual inspection of the cervix. The procedure has more effectiveness in developing countries where mass screening is not possible. Compared to cytological screening, it is suboptimal, but in the places where prevalence of cancer is high, and cytological screening is not available. Downstaging screening is helpful. Now, what is liquid-based cytology? It It is also called as LBC. LBC. Now the cervical smear is taken by using a plastic cannula, spatula, plastic spatula. The spatula is rinsed in buffered methanol solution. The cells are separated by centrifugation. Thin layer smears are made. The advantages are liquid based cytology avoids the risk of false positive, comma, false negative, and unsatisfactory smears. Now this is an important procedure which has recently come in, which is colposcopy. As it is a non-invasive procedure, it is recommended. Now introduction to colposcopy. Now for first point we'll see who discovered it. Colposcope was devised by Hinselmann in 1925. It is designed to magnify the surface epithelium of vaginal part of the cervix. Including entire transformation zone. The magnification is up to the extent of the 15 to 40 times in colposcopy and about 100 to 300 times in colpomicroscopy. Now indications for colposcopy are first is those having abnormal cytology. Then the second point, those with grossly abnormal cervical lesions. Even if negative cytology is seen. And the last point is in those cases with postcoital bleeding, even if smear is negative. The procedure of the colposcopy. The first point, the procedure is usually done the procedure is usually done without anesthesia. Without anesthesia. For uncooperative patients, for uncooperative or non-cooperative patients, the mild sedation can be given. Second point is the patient is placed in lithotomy position and cusco-speculum is introduced. Next point, the cervix is cleared of any mucous discharge with a gauze soaked in normal saline. The fourth point, green filter and high magnification can be used now. Next point, cervix is wiped gently with 3% acetic acid and examination is repeated. Next point, acetic acid causes coagulation of the nuclear proteins which is high in CIN. So this prevents transmission of light through epithelium which is visible as acetocyte areas. The acetocyte areas are taken for biopsy. And the last point, then the Lugol's iodine is used similar to acetic acid. Now the next heading, satisfactory colposcopic findings. It includes visualization of original squamocolumnar junction, comma, columnar epithelium and transformation zone entirely. Now the next heading is the biopsy. First point, if acetic acid is used, acetocyte areas are taken for biopsy. Second, if Lugol's iodine is used, multiple biopsies are taken from unstained areas. Endocervical curettage is done for more accuracy. Now The last point in this colposcopy, that is the terminology of colposcopy. I will talk about the abnormal colposcopic findings, which are included in terminology of the colposcopy. First is white epithelium. White epithelium, it is also called as leukoplakia. Leukoplakia. Second, acetowhite epithelium. Acetowhite epithelium, it is epithelium turning white. Epithelium turning white on application of 3 to 5% acetic acid. The next term is punctation. What is punctation? Punctation is dilated capillaries which appear on the surface as dots. Fourth pattern is mosaic pattern. Mosaic pattern, capillaries encircling polygonal shaped blocks of epithelial cells. Next is atypical blood vessels with irregular diameter and branching, which are suggestive of invasive carcinoma of the cervix. Then last point is irregular surface contour with ulceration and friability. Now, just to add one more term to that, cytohormonal studies. Cytohormonal studies are the same which are seen in the Pap smear. Now, for the just one or two points to mention, for estrogenic smear, there is a large amount of large eosinophilic cells with pycnotic nuclei and clear background, and the progesterone smear is seen with predominantly basophilic cells with vesicular nuclei and a dirty background. Now, just a word about role of cytobrush in picking up the carcinoma of cervix. Now, the procedure is similar to the Pap smear. Method of collection is similar to Pap smear. Instead of iris spatula, cytobrush is used, and the same aseptic precautions like Pap smear are followed. Here, the Pap smear is used to collect the material from the cervix. Now, what type of the material is collected and from where? In a pap smear. Usually, the material is taken from ectocervix, the endocervix, and the posterior fornix. Posterior fornix. So, to summarize all, the first procedure is visual inspection with acetic acid. It can be done. Second is pap smear. Third, liquid-based cytology. Liquid-based cytology. The fourth is the colposcopy. And above all to diagnose this, you can include your or support your evidence, support your findings with the help of endocervical curettage and cervical biopsies. The cervical biopsy which are taken are ring biopsy, cone biopsy, surface biopsy, wedge biopsy, and a 4-quadrant biopsy. Thank you.